Hey guys, Civics Boy here, and I want to show you one more update that I did to the 2010 build that I had going on. Let me go ahead and start out with the first update that I did. If you remember, originally I was going to use the NZXT, the touchscreen, but I ended up switching that out for this NZXT Sentry LX fan controller. For one, it looks a whole lot cooler than the one that I had previously, and with all the different options that it has, you know, it just makes it a little bit more easier to use as far as a fan controller is concerned. So I went ahead and switched that out with the NZXT Sentry LX, which again, like I said, looks way cooler than the single slot fan controller. And another thing that I did switch out as well, if you remember, I used the Asus Maximus III Formula. You know, I didn't really quite like the overclocking options on here. I mean, maybe because I wasn't used to that type of BIOS or whatnot. It kept resetting my memory timings, giving me an unstable system. So I don't know what was wrong with it. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just the setting that I need a tweak that I just couldn't figure out. But I went ahead and switched out the Asus Maximus III Formula with a different motherboard, which is the EVGA P55 for the win. So I heard really good reviews on this. I've kind of messed around with the BIOS already because my friend actually has this same motherboard. BIOS is so much easier to use, so much more user-friendly, and overclocking on the BIOS on this motherboard is so much easier than the Asus Maximus III. I didn't have anything against the Asus Maximus III. It's just that the P55, I was just used to that type of BIOS, and also EVGA, the For the Win edition motherboards are phenomenal. So I went ahead and switched it out. Actually, I just got this today. I haven't switched it out on the case of my system yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And oh yeah, one more thing. By using this motherboard also, if you remember on the Asus Maximus III, the memory slots at the bottom didn't have the clips. So with the EVGA P55 motherboard, it lets me use the Dominator fan for my memory, which I'm gonna go ahead and throw in just for looks purposes. It's kind of loud, so I probably won't use it much, but just for the looks and because I have it, I'm gonna go ahead and use it as well. So let me go ahead and get it all in, and let me show you how it looks like. Alright, I have it all in and installed with the new EVGA P55 motherboard. As you can see, I have the Corsair Dominator RAM fans installed right there. Easy to install. I have my Noctua NH UP12 or U12P CPU fan and heatsink. All my Noctua fans right there. My Co-op Edition GTX 295. And this is the inside of my cable management. Not too shabby. I mean, I have a lot of the cables hidden up there. Can't really see it because it's dark. And for the most part, the only cables that you do see are the front panel connectors and the two USB connectors, or yeah, right there. And these cables coming from the power supply. And for the most part, the cable management on this case is awesome. You're not going to have any problems routing cases or routing cables, hiding cables, and whatnot. And right down there, which is kind of hard to see, is the heartbeat, the E light that comes on the P55 SLI and up motherboards from EVGA. And I actually painted the PCI expansion slot covers, kind of like this tan color or sand color to kind of match the Noctua fans right there. So kind of give it some continuity as far as color scheme. There's the 850 watt power supply by Corsair. And the only thing I probably need to change is this, because I do not have the ROG board anymore in here, so I'll probably take that off. And I was going to sell the Asus Maximus Formula 3 or 3 Formula motherboard, but my friend ended up wanting it, so it's going to him. So there you guys have it. There's the inside of the motherboard, or of the case, with the new EVGA P55 for the Win Edition motherboard installed. Now the next video is going to be the cable management of the system, which is going to be the other side of the case. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Civics Boy is out.